Wanting to change people's lives does cost money when you take it on as a business. In the last 15 years, we've just been what I like to call failing forward at times.
Well, Essentials Development has been around the Murdock Trust for over 20 years now. There's a lot of incredible people out there doing incredible work, but they're totally stressed out about fundraising, and they don't have to be. And our intent is to help them grow their mission based on their vision, not based on the limitations of their budget.
I would say before Essentials, I didn't even know what development was. But we knew that, if we're going to continue to sustain this, we're going to need more money.
I went to seminary because I wanted to be involved in communities of faith. I wanted to lead communities of faith. Nothing in my passions aligned with fundraising.
The thought was, well, maybe we can add value to these nonprofits by providing training.
Essentials has 4 components, and the 4 are the case, the segmented donor list, the annual plan, and the development team.
Well, the case is the major one, and when we say the case, it's not a brochure, but it is a document that outlines all of the important factors about the organization: the theme, the mission, the vision, the leadership, and then the need that you have. What is the need? And then the gift plan. How are we going to raise the dollars that we're needing?
I can do graphic design, but I don't know what to communicate with it. That the last case statement I made, I almost never presented. This one was designed to be a conversation piece.
The segmented donor list really recognizes that not everybody on your list is capable of giving at the same level. And so we segment them into 4 segments.
Looking at a segmented donor list, we're intentionally saying, okay, here's the family of people who support us. Let's take a look at them, their different categories. And so by creating a list that then you work toward and then build upon was really helpful.
Going through the Murdock model, we went and took a second look at our investors. And by tiering them in different levels, that really helped us immensely in bringing more funding in.
I think what we found is that many organizations don't have a calendar that gives them a central place where they can operate from about what they're trying to accomplish on a regular basis.
You have to have a plan in order to get things done well, especially when it comes to putting dollars to months of the year.
What gets written down happens. So it doesn't stay up here anymore. It goes in a calendar, in a grid, in a plan.
And then finally, the last one is a development team. And a development team is a team that partners with the executive director to develop major donors.
I know I so appreciate the Essentials of Development, and their focus on building a development team was A+. Executive director should not be a lone ranger. So to be surrounded by folks who have that intentional directive to go out and make sure we're not just taking care of existing donors, but cultivating new ones is essential.
After our 2 training sessions, I was kind of feeling overwhelmed, and then all of a sudden they said we have coaches to offer. I believe it is what helped cement our training so deep within us.
Asking for money is intimidating. It's intimidating for all of us. I think what I like to teach and what we train at Essentials is you're not asking for yourself, you're asking on behalf of this organization that you care deeply about. It's not about a transaction, it's not about like going to an ATM machine and taking a withdrawal from a donor. It's about building a genuine relationship, and through that genuine relationship, asking that donor to partner with you, not for one gift, but over a lifetime. The end goal is not raising money. You would think that when you come to a place and you learn how to raise money, that the goal is that they would just raise lots of money. And the truth is, our goal is that they would fulfill their missions and they would have all the funds they need to do that.
And it's really nice to have that support, especially when you're out there trying to save the world. You actually walk away with effective tools that will strengthen your organization and a mentor who's right there by your side.
I'm not asking for me. We've got over 20,000 people that we are assisting and coming alongside. We've got 14,000 volunteers that are coming through. So it's not about us, it's really about them being a part of what we're a part of and how we're loving on the community.
At the end of the day, it's always people over programs, and people are really the bottom line of why we do what we do, and that is not only in those we serve, but we are serving our donors as well.
This training has changed our organization immensely. Just since we have been doing this, our donation intake has doubled.
Because of Essentials, I feel like my job is more focused and I feel more confident in what we're doing as an organization.
We're all created to have the desire to be part of something much bigger than ourselves. And it's seeking out those who are interested in a common cause for the common good of society and helping them to invest and move the organization to new levels.
Essentials of Development gave us practical tools to focus in on what really builds your donor base up. I mean, I didn't realize how much work you really have to take care of your donors.
Like, we have decades of experience to say these are the essentials, and we can prove it. That organizations that implement this, their organizations are very different. If you come and you do the work, we promise that you will raise lots more money. Thus, you will have more fuel to fund your organization or your ministry.
These dreams that you've had on the back burner maybe can actually become reality. And those people out there that you've called donors in the past maybe actually are becoming partners. And rather than talking about you as the organization, they're starting to use the we word.